We're live. What is up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Random Encounter Podcast, episode 40. I'm your host, James, and I'm joined by Phaneckswhy,
What's up? How's it going?
Ash,
Yo, what's up, guys?
and NPSensei.
Hey.
Unfortunately, Mike could not come today. He's still in Tennessee, or rather, driving back from Tennessee down here. So, he'll be back. Hopefully with us on. Well, he should be back on his solo stream on Thursday, and of course, back for the podcast for next week. But there's a bunch of stuff that we have to talk about today. We're going to be discussing Redfall and Xbox falling on that one. Tears of the Kingdom, because the leaks are going crazy, and a couple of other things. But before we get into that, I would like to thank everybody who is subscribed to us on Spotify, YouTube, and also following us on Twitch. We really do appreciate you. Don't forget to spread the word. We do the podcast every Sunday. We're usually live between Wednesday through Friday. I mean, I know this past week it was all crazy. Mike streamed on Monday, and I decided to stream Wednesday, Thursday, and then, of course, we did the group stream on Friday. And also, don't forget, check out NPSensei and Phaneckswhy. They also do their streams as well. So you can always catch them at their channels. Their links are in the description below. If you're on Spotify, it's also in the description. So check out that over there. And before we actually get into the news, we're going to do something we haven't done in a while. And that is talk about what we've been playing. We've been skipping that for a while. So let's start with you, Ash. What have you been playing?
Well, I'm gonna pick a lazy answer that I've been playing Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles with you guys. So there's that. And then obviously I've been playing all kinds of Star Rail. But with that particular game, I've been like laying back, just doing dailies. I haven't progressed through the story yet, so that's really about it for me.
I hear you. What about you, Sensei? What you been playing?
Same old, really. Honkai Star Rail, like Ash there, but unlike him, I'm out of content. So I've progressed so far that it is now that I can only do dailies. So I've had to move on to other endeavors. So I just started the Star Wars Fallen Order, and then I'm going to play Survivor once I'm done with that.
Oh, nice. Fallen Order is a great game. I loved it. Eventually I'll get Survivor. I don't know when, but eventually I will. What about you, Fan? What you been playing?
On my off time when I've had downtime to play some games, I've been playing Breath of Fire 3. Yeah, I'm still progressing through Breath of Fire 3. Slowly but surely.
Nice. I still think 4 is better, but 3 is not that bad.
I'm enjoying it so far, so I'll play 3 once I'm done with... Or I'll play 4 once I'm done with 3.
Yeah, that's a series that I wish would come back. It was great. It kind of sucks that it ends at 4 because the Breath of Fire game after that just sucks. So I'd like to pretend that game just doesn't exist at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one for PS2 was horrible. Bad game for sure. As for me, let's see. I finished Future Connected, so the Xenoblade Chronicles 1 DLC was good. Short. I beat it within like 10 hours or something like that, which is nice for me. But was good nonetheless. Then I started progressing to the end of Xenoblade Chronicles. I just have to defeat Zanza now. But I was like, I'll wait. I'll do that another time.
Have you played that before?
Xenoblade Chronicles?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have. So
Wow.
I played the 3DS version. I stopped like halfway because this is a long game. And then I got the definitive edition. And then I picked it up, got up to... I mean, semi-spoilers. But I got up to a part where you fight... what's his name? Eggle in the Mechonis, and then I like kind of stopped there, and I just picked it up again after I beat the DLC. I decided to finish that, and then I'm at the end. So I haven't beaten it before, but hopefully,
Played it. Okay.
Yeah, I have played it. Yeah, and I've gone all the way through there. So I'm excited for that. I also decided to pick up Advance Wars again. I don't know, like I enjoy Advance Wars, but it's not Fire Emblem, and it might be because of the art style that Advance Wars is using. Or not. I mean, I don't know. Like it's just not getting me like Fire Emblem does. But nonetheless, I'm enjoying it. Like I do like the mechanics of it and everything else. So it's a decent game. It's all right. But basically, I'm just trying to kill time until Tears of the Kingdom. That's all I'm looking for. That's really what it is. But yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, what was up?
Also, you can jump back into that Relics of the Past mod whenever,
Yeah, I was thinking. I was going to ask you guys. You want to do that for stream or on Wednesday, or we can do Crystal Chronicles again. I mean, either or if you guys can.
I mean, we already kind of started like a little mini let's play for that live stream, so I feel like we can just keep doing Crystal Chronicles until we're finished, right?
Yeah, I do want to finish that game for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, whenever anybody's down, let's finish that. Because we only got like 6 more years to go, I think, before we finish that. So a little bit there, because we're at the end of the second year, remember? So
To clarify, Sensei, it doesn't really take six more years to clear the
yeah,
game. It actually takes 3 dungeons to clear a year, if that makes
yeah,
sense.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
yeah. It doesn't actually take that long, for sure. But yeah, let's start going into some of the smaller news. And it was quite I'll say it's a light week this week, so not a lot of news there. So we're gonna quickly go through this, or maybe not. I always say quickly, but then we spend like an hour just on one topic, which is crazy. But Double Dragon Gaiden got announced. Double Dragon Gaiden Rise of the Dragons, which is the full title, that was announced. It's a side story, right? Hence the name Gaiden. And it's a beat 'em up, just like old Double Dragon titles, but it's in a chibi art style. And I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that. But I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and see, because now it's going against games like Streets of Rage 4 that came out, and then you had the River City Girls series, which are amazing games. If you guys haven't played the River City Girls series, highly recommend it. Great beat 'em up games, great co-op games, and then I think they just came out with a newer one too. So definitely take a look at that. I don't think I read Naruto's comment. Oh no, he just commented right now. It says, "Man, did not tell me he was coming to the podcast. I always have to find out for myself." That was towards you, Sensei.
Oh, well,
He's part of the
I hope
podcast
so.
team now, so unless he says he's not coming, then we're all expecting him to be here. But yeah, so did you guys take a look at that?
I have not. I definitely have no idea what that game is, to be perfectly honest with you. So
You ever played a Double Dragons game at all?
I'll look that up. Let me see. It's another beat 'em up game.
It's a beat 'em up. It's probably the original beat 'em up, I would say. Unless there's anything older than that. I think so. I want to say it's the original.
Yeah, I for some reason I thought Streets of Rage was before Double Dragon.
Oh,
No.
Double Dragon. Okay, and
Yeah, because Double Dragons was around the NES era, so that was definitely pre Streets of Rage.
I did remember this game,
it.
but I did remember this game, but haven't played too much of that game. If that makes sense.
They made a remake for the 360 and PS3 called Double Dragon Neon or something like that, which it's not a bad game. I mean, I think Streets of Rage is better. And then you also have like the Turtles games, right? The Ninja Turtles games, which are really good. So you have to kind of go against those as well, which the Shredder's Revenge was actually really good.
I like how they made a movie in 1994. It was like one of the most reviewed movies. It's like 4 out of 10.
I actually enjoyed it when I was a kid. Like, it's funny. I did enjoy it. It was definitely better than the Mario movie as a video game adaptation. Another bit of news: Final Fantasy came out with an art book, or Square Enix. Well, actually, I don't know if it was Square Enix themselves, but at least Final Fantasy has an art book now. It includes artwork from Yoshitaka Amano, who was the or I think it's Amano, how you pronounce his last name, who was the original art director for the first 6 games. Yeah, you're right.
First 6.
No, actually, the first 5 games, I think it was, maybe 6.
No, he did 6.
He did do 6.
He did
Okay.
Final Fantasy 6, yeah.
And then he switched to just doing the logos after that, to my knowledge. But according to the description here, it includes artwork for the first 10 games. So I guess he did some other artwork for 7, 8, and 9, and 10 that we don't know about.
Yeah, maybe he did like character like designs or whatever, just for the heck of it. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, that's true. You could have done some side characters or something like that.
I see that they're charging $200 for it. Is it not just going to be paid $200 once and then photocopied for everybody else online?
Probably. That's usually how these go.
Like, okay.
Yeah, it's $200 for 824 pages of artwork. There's already a little bit of controversy around that because it's $200. I mean, to put it in perspective, not as many pages, but the Dragon Quest art book is like $30, and it has like 200 pages, I believe, or something like that. Maybe a little bit less than that. Toriyama has an art book too that's a lot less than that. I think it's around the same price point. It's all of Toriyama's stuff, which includes Dragon Quest, Dragon Ball, and whatever else he's worked on. There's some other stuff that he's worked on I can't remember the names of.
Doctor something.
Yeah, is that the one with the little girl?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. I can't remember the name of that one. But yeah, that's a lot of money for an art book, in my opinion. But I mean, I guess if you love art and you love his work, then it's definitely worth it. If you look at the image of it, it's actually a pretty nice collector's box. So if you collect stuff, there you go. I will be skipping that though. Sony closed down a studio, which is Pixel Opus. I believe that's how you pronounce the name. They're known for making Concrete Genie, and there is another game that they made. I don't remember the name of it. I think it's no, that's not the game. I think it's a different game. Never mind. But they did make Concrete Genie. They were a first-party studio, and now they're gone. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Sony's shutting down the studio. I mean, I guess they haven't made a game in a while. You would think that they would give them another chance at least to make another game, because I know Concrete Genie didn't sell as much, but it was very popular and it was highly rated. So I'm curious.
Just take the staff, put them towards another project.
Yeah, they could do that. But I guess they didn't, which is weird. You know, what's funny that you mentioned that Nintendo does that a lot. Like they'll use their studios and move them around to other studios to help them out. They'll make sure that they're always working or like splitting up the studios to do different things, which is interesting. Sony and Xbox seem to just close studios if they're not using them.
If you got talent in other areas, why not use them?
Yeah.
Right? Or I mean, even if it's just simple labor, like if they just need help coding or just like doing assets here and there, and they don't have enough people, why not relocate your sort or your resources? Makes sense.
I mean, Sony to me has a lot of issues. Like I'm not liking the new leadership, mainly because they closed down Japan studios, and I love Japan studios. Like every game they've come out with, I've enjoyed, except for The Last Guardian. I didn't play that one, so I can't really say. But like I loved Shadow of Colossus, Legend of Dragoon. I don't know how you pronounce it. Is it Ico or ICO? However you pronounce that. That one was pretty interesting as well. What other games it did? They helped out with Bloodborne. They were the other half of it. It wasn't just From Software that did that. They did Bloodborne as well. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait to see what they're gonna do. I feel bad for those employees that lost their job, but hopefully they'll go and get work somewhere else. I'm sure Nintendo will be willing to hire for sure, or maybe Xbox, because Xbox needs exclusives. Spider-Man Remastered is finally available as a standalone PS5 title. So this was something that was very annoying and I hated. So Spider-Man Remastered got announced, but it was only packaged in with Miles Morales. So if you just wanted Miles Morales, then guess what? You were kind of like, or let me rephrase that. If you just wanted the Spider-Man Remastered, you were kind of screwed because you had to get Miles Morales with it. And I hated that because I had the original Spider-Man, but I never played it. My kids played it, they beat it, and all that stuff. And then I wanted to play it, but by the time I wanted to play it, the PS5 was already out. And I was like, well, I want to play the better version, but there was no way for me to get the better version unless I paid money to get Miles Morales and the paid more money rather to get the bundle. I was like, I don't want to do that. Like, I just want to get this single game. And then of course on PC it came out and you were able to get the remastered version. But on PS5 for the longest time, you could not buy Spider-Man Remastered on its own till now. Now you can buy it. It is $50. If you do own the PS4 version of Spider-Man, you could pay $10 and get the upgrade for the PS5 version. I don't know. I thought that was like the stupidest thing ever that Sony did. Maybe they were trying to get a bigger profit margin by bundling this and Miles Morales, but it seems like they're getting that big profit margin regardless. If anything, even more because they're charging $50 for the remastered version, and then you're charging, I think, Miles Morales standalone is also $50. So that's $100 total. What do you guys think about this?
I was pissed.
You were pissed when that happened?
Yeah, because I bought Miles Morales, and they still didn't give me I bought Miles Morales before I had a PS5.
Oh.
And on my PS5, as I go play Spider-Man Remastered, I don't have it. I couldn't get it. They told me to pay extra money for it, and I said, no, I will not. And now they're finally doing this 2 years later. Yep. So I don't know what to say.
No, I agree. Like that was one of the main reasons I stopped playing Spider-Man was because of that. Like I was like, no, I want to play the better graphics version. The only thing I don't like is how they changed Peter Parker to look more like Tom Holland. Yeah, I don't like that. It looks weird. He looks younger than the way he sounds, and I don't know. It's just weird. But yeah, What about you, Ash and Fan? What do you guys think about this?
So, it didn't really affect me as much as other people did because I didn't really own a PS5, but like I do understand why people are disgruntled about that whole situation because they should have like just done the upgrade from the get go, when as soon as they announced it to begin with, you know. So that's pretty much a big L on Insomniac's part because I know they're pretty good about for customer satisfaction when it comes to like patches and everything like that, but this time they just kind of like dropped the ball with this one. They could have just waited, pushed it back a little bit, and then like when the PC released, they could have like alongside with that give the PS5 owners like a $10 upgrade, like you're doing right now,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So yeah, it's that in of itself is kind of stupid. So
Yeah.
In my opinion, it should be free. You shouldn't have to pay for this upgrade.
I also agree with that too. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't understand why you have to pay $10 extra for an optimized patch for the PS5. So.
Yep. Especially after 2
Especially
years.
when it's exclusive, Sony exclusive.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought the PS4 version when it was on sale on Black Friday, and then I just paid for the upgrade.
Yeah.
Same reason why I don't play Persona 5 because I don't get my PS5 upgrade.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. You get Persona 5 Royale on PS4, well, guess what? You don't get a free upgrade to Persona 5 Royale.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
And that's even worse.
That of itself was stupid.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm not touching it. I can't finish Persona 5 now because I'm just like,
I know they changed the face of Peter Parker on the upgrade, but
yeah,
I'm pretty sure I read that the reason why they did it is that it matched the voice actor's actual face better, like the actual like cheek and facial movement. So when he is talking,
yeah,
it actually matched it better to where if it was
Really?
the old face style, it made it look out of whack. Like the
It's
mouth didn't move
also-
correctly. And if you actually look at the picture of the voice actor with the Peter Parker remastered, they do look kind of similar.
They said it was a new graphic style they were using too.
Yeah.
It was like because it was upgraded, the face could not be used. Like it's something different with the technology, the motion capture that they were using.
I don't. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up a picture of Yuri is it Lowfo?
Low.
Yeah, because I don't think they look alike. Let me see. This Yuri Low. Oh, look at that! I put Spider-Man and it pops up right away. First thing. I want to look at that and see. Of course, you can't find a good picture. No, I think the old one looks more like it. Yeah, I don't think so. I think the old one looks more.
I think it was the tech.
Yeah, it might be the tech. Yeah, let me go ahead. I'm gonna screen share this so at least the podcast team can see as well, or the podcast team, so the podcast viewers can see. So hopefully you can see. I'll put this there. So if you look at this picture here, like look at that. That's definitely Tom Holland. That's Yuri Lofo, and they do not look. It looks a lot more like the other face, right?
Oh no, NP's right. Yeah, it just read it here that the face capture technology was different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was yeah, because that looks nothing like that. I'm like, no. Yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting. But other than that, I agree. Yeah, it should be free. I mean, if Xbox can do it, why doesn't PlayStation do it? Yeah, I get it. You might be doing different assets and stuff like that, but still stupid. Like versus paying $50 for a game or
And it's been out for
$60.
3 years now.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like that should be a free upgrade. This is something that should have been there to begin with. Like you pay gated it with a different game. Then PC players got it before PS5 players had it, and then you just release it.
Yeah,
like,
that's some booty. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man, nah. You don't do that stuff. You don't do that. Not to your own fan base. Like the fanboys, the PlayStation fanboys are the one that are here out buying every single exclusive, and then you're gonna treat them like that. Oh man, I don't know. Maybe eventually I might get the $10 upgrade or something. We'll see. Or eventually I might not just beat it at all. I might just skip it.
It's good.
Yeah.
Don't skip it.
Think it's worth it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can borrow my PS4 copy and then just pay for the upgrade.
Yeah. Well, I have it. I have the digital version of,
okay.
of that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just that's what I'm saying. Like I didn't play it because I wanted that patch, and then eventually I did play a little bit of it, but then I stopped because like no, I want the patch.
It'll make like they're right when they said it makes you feel like Spider-Man. Like there's nothing like it first experience as well.
You don't think the Fortnite with the ODM gear makes you feel like Spider-Man?
No, it's too fast. No wait.
I love that. That's the best thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I mean, it definitely utilizes the PS5 technology in terms of like all the transitions and changes and
that's the
everything.
other thing, yeah, because like knowing that like the fast travel's a lot faster. That was the other thing. Because when I was fast traveling, I was like, man, there's a little bit of loading on PS5. It's not as big as it was like on PS4, but I know on PS5 it's just instant. Like you move wherever you want, that's it. Like you're automatically loading. There is no load screen. So
You're also gonna want the context for Spider-Man 2.
yeah, that's true. Like and that's if I pick up Spider-Man 2 on day one. I don't even know if I'm gonna pick that up on day one, honestly. Like, we'll see. It has Venom in it, so I'm interested. And if it has Carnage in it, then I definitely have to get it.
And it's got both Spider-Man.
Yeah, has Miles Morales. If they let me play the whole game as Miles Morales, then I'll get it. Because
They'll probably do what they do in all
off
the
like the first one.
yeah. They'll split the roles like they have.
no, just let me choose who I want to play as, and that's it.
That'll be nice too.
Yeah, just at any time, just press a button or go somewhere and then you swap characters or something like that.
Like,
Real quick,
like
imagine
GTA
this.
5.
Yeah, like GTA 5, yeah.
Imagine this: you choose which Spider-Man you go with, and that's like the Black Spider-Man arc you have to go through. Like if you choose Miles, you get the Venom suit, and he's like arguing with Peter and all this other stuff, being
Yeah.
a bad kid. Or if you choose Peter, like he just becomes like a reckless adult. Like, that'd be nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting if they stick to the comics. I don't know.
They
I
could have
actually,
different stories depending on which one you pick.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
or they might just skip that arc in general and just Venom is just there already.
That too.
So I see that happening more than you playing it as the Black Spider-Man suit, but that would be nice. I think they would have to figure out a way to put that in there because that is very iconic for a lot of people. Whether if you watch the Spider-Man movie or if you watch the '90s Spider-Man cartoon or if you know the comics.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the cartoons.
Yeah, exactly. The cartoon is what got me in love with that Black Spider-Man suit. That was a great arc, or great story, whatever you want to call it.
Way better than the movie.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
You don't have that horrible dance scene.
It's funny. I just realized I was watching Into the Spider-Verse again, and I didn't realize that they had the dance in that.
You didn't realize
No,
that
I
right
didn't.
away?
I
Oh,
didn't.
man.
I was like, I
Yeah.
saw that. I was like, oh man, this is the first time.
I'm so hyped for 2. I'm so
Yeah.
hyped for 2.
Bro, I saw the trailer. It got me laughing where what's his name? Spider-Man 2099. It's like get Spider-Man. And then everybody's pointing at each other like you.
That was hilarious.
I was laughing.
Great.
Like, oh man, I can't wait for that movie. That movie's gonna be great. Like,
Yeah, the Spider-Man costumes in the game or they make appearances in the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie.
Yeah, I saw
In
that
one of the
frame. Yeah. And one of the
Or
frames.
even the fact that you can play in Miles Morales the game as the costume from the movie. I thought that was hard.
Yeah, that was nice. And then it doesn't even have the same movement.
Yeah, the frame
Like,
rate.
yeah.
It drops the frame rates and everything else. Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. But let's go ahead and talk about some Xbox stuff. Specifically Redfall. Redfall came out and yeah, like
It was doo-doo bones. Yep.
Yeah, a huge miss. This was actually a game that I was actually interested in, and for those of you guys who know me, Xbox is kind of to me. Like I prefer, PlayStation exclusives. I think they're always my cup of tea, but Xbox has some hit and miss for me. But Redfall seemed very interesting. Seems something that could be fun, knowing that it was Arcane Studios who did Dishonored, which I did enjoy Dishonored, and Redfall comes out and there's just nothing but issues. The first sign was 30 FPS on your most powerful console in the world. That was the sign. That was the first sign. And to me, I was just like, well, maybe they're running into some last minute issues. I mean, it's just frame rate, whatever. I can live with that. But then the game comes out and there's way more issues than just that. Have you guys seen gameplay and all or anything like that at all?
I've seen
Yeah,
games though.
I've seen some stuff, and I am heavily disappointed. And the thing is, I wasn't anticipating for Redfall or anything like that. But like when I was talking with a friend of mine at work, and he was showing me that like this same studio all did bangers before. They did Dishonored. So I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, and they also did Deathloop. So I'm like, Deathloop was like a mid game for everybody. So people, I know a lot of people weren't like too hung about that game, but like they did Dishonored. So like it was one of the great stealth games when it came out. So I'm just confused on why they like fell so hard with Redfall. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was like reliant on maybe constraints, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. I can't really excuse this game too much because they had more time for him to finish it.
Yeah.
I wasn't like following like the developer notes when they were trying to like release gameplay for it, I guess. But like it's just, man, I know they could have optimized for 60 FPS, especially for Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
Is there like a bunch of bugs?
Yeah.
Like the
There's
game doesn't even just run right.
Yeah, so Digital Foundry did they did their review, and there's a bunch of issues with it. One of them was like you'll run to a room and it'll take forever for the textures to load. It was quite some time, like almost like a minute. And then you're like, okay, it's loaded finally. You go and move to the next room and you go back. It takes again like another minute for those same textures to reload again, even though you were just like in one room over. There's a lot of things like the enemy AI. Apparently, sometimes they won't even attack you. They'll just
Yeah, I
stay.
saw
They'll
that.
just stand there. Yeah, there's just a lot of bugs and issues with it.
It doesn't look good either.
Yeah, apparently the gun controls were bad. Like aiming and everything was just horrible. Like it's weird. Like how do you mess up a game like this? To me, it just
No,
seems like
especially if you did Deathloop, which is a shooting game.
exactly. And
Yeah, like I said, Deathloop was to everyone. It wasn't a good game. It wasn't a bad game either. It was like the most mid game they ever gonna
It
see
was
in
a
your life.
game. It was literally
I mean,
just a
Dishonored was
game,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah, like I said, they did Dishonored, and it was amazing. Everyone loved the first Dishonored. I can't say the same thing for Dishonored 2, but I know everybody loved Dishonored 1.
hey,
Right.
what's up, Smash Mac? Thanks for joining.
So
I'm
like
just upset.
I was just telling everybody, maybe it's probably because like the core developers that they had at the time, which when December 1 was great, they left after Dishonored 1, which is why the games were going downhill from then. You're right. That's my theory. I haven't like paid attention to the credits, but that's probably it.
But it makes you wonder, like, who greenlit this? Like, who saw this game and was like, "All right, guys, I think it's good. Let's release it."
Shareholders.
Like,
Someone who's trying to kill gaming, because I'm sick and tired of games coming out and then they're just not working right. Like
Yeah.
there's either it's buggy or the story's trash or
There's
it's like
no
they
QA.
do not care. They do not care anymore.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? It's always shareholders. They're like, listen, let's release this game so that way we can get the much profit as we can, and then once another game's trash, we take our money back out just so we can get a quick buck or something like that. I'm saying it's probably capital that messes the game up.
People not learning
Which
the
at this
lesson.
point, are we surprised at this point? Like,
I mean, no.
I don't know. It's just, well, I only trust a few companies to get the job done right for games, and that's Nintendo's definitely on top right now because they're just mind their own business, trying to get the games trying to get the games as most polished as they possibly can, and like most of the time they don't miss. Okay, so
Well, I think it's
like-
because they do that because they're limited by the hardware, right? I think
Mhm.
developers are making like games for the Xbox and whatnot. They're like, we'll just brute force it.
okay,
The system can handle, the hardware
So-
can handle it. We're just brute
okay,
force
you
it.
can say that, but like, look at Breath of the Wild, look at Xenoblade, right?
Yeah.
Those are heavily taxing games that they're putting on
No,
the Switch.
no. So,
But
Ash, I think you get understanding him wrong. What he's saying is because of the limited hardware, developers are getting more creative and optimizing it better to get the most out of the Switch. Where PS5 and Series X is they have the power, they're like, well, instead of worrying about optimizing, let's just throw it out there, and the hardware should be able to handle it regardless of how optimized it is. You get what he's saying?
yeah, I get what he's saying, but like, it still doesn't make any sense why they're trying to like brute force everything. Why not just like take your time and make sure
It's
the game runs
called
the best, well, with the hardware you have,
it's
like
called
optimization.
it's a word. It starts with an L and it ends with a Y.
Lazy, yeah, lazy.
Exactly,
code. Yeah.
and that
lazy spaghetti code, all that stuff. You know.
It's
yeah, and
also
that
like there's a term in like I think it's in the retail industry or just in like capital industry in general, where like companies know there's a problem,
Mhm.
but it's cheaper for them to fix the problem after the fact and spend more time trying to send the product out
yeah.
perfectly.
It's
That's why I
always
like
been
mobile games.
yeah.
Mobile games are
It's always
honest.
been like that. Yeah,
I
mobile
want
games
your
are honest.
money.
They
I
say,
want
hey,
your money.
listen,
You'll give it to me.
we don't have the content, but if you want more content, spend
Hey,
money to
spend the
get
money.
more content.
Listen,
right?
This game is 25% of the way done. That's why I can't play Star Rail anymore right now. They're like, hey, that shop is always open. That's it. That's it.
Hey, you're not lying. You're not lying. Mobile games are like that,
They're
But
honest.
that and it's a fair point too, because like at that point, it's like why bother buying a full game, right? It's like it's broken. All these issues are gonna happen. I might as well just play a free to play game and just wait as things get done, right? Or buy an early access game, right? Because then I can have the excuse that it's broken. Don't worry, it's not fully finished and stuff like that. Smash Max says, NPSensei looks like he could be my cousin too. I hear you.
So honestly, right? I mean, it is down. It does come down to lazy optimization. At the end of the day, just look at the new Star Wars game that came out. Literally everybody is saying that the game is actually good. It's just the fact that like the code itself is so freaking bad right now, especially on PC, that it's almost nearly unplayable at this point, right?
Yeah.
So it's I'm going to blame partially on EA for that because it's probably because they're trying to rush the game out. They have all the good content ready to go. They're just trying to make the game function, which
Yeah.
that's not a state I'm willing to play it in. I want to play the game when it's polished.
Yeah.
Right. So like it's just like I said, Capital. They're trying to just push it out and fix it later. And man, God, I hate. That's the biggest thing I hated about modern gaming is that crap. Back then, you can just back then you just buy the game knowing full well is fully finished, and you just put it in the freaking console and just have fun with it.
Yep.
You know? So
Yeah.
We're never going to have another Elden Ring.
I mean, we will. That's Tears of the Kingdom. That's gonna be the next one. But yeah, no, it kind of sucks that gaming is this way. Specifically, like Xbox came with a lot of promises, and I don't think they've met any of their promises. Halo failed. I mean, I guess there's Redfall, right? What other first party exclusives outside of Hi-Fi Rush, which was actually pretty good? Like, I can't think of any other exclusive. There's Forza, I guess, and it's Forza, so I don't know if that
They
counts.
have Grounded. I don't know if that's an exclusive.
Yeah, it is an exclusive, but I don't know. I mean, is anybody still playing it? Like,
well,
It was
game?
big on beta. I remember
Yeah.
playing it on beta.
Wait, which
It
game?
released and then crickets.
Yep.
Wait, what happened?
Grounded.
Grounded.
I had never heard of that.
It's like you're kids and you're like shrunk down.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You have to fight, like,
I
ants and spiders. Yeah.
I can see why that game got crickets.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, they've bought all these studios. They kept hyping, we have like 20 first party studios, and then it's like, cool, where's the games? Where's the games? That's all we care about. Where's the games?
Honestly, I feel like Sony is like worrying over nothing at this point
Oh,
because
they
like
are.
they have all these studios, but they're doing nothing with them already. So like this with this, I'm pretty sure like if they do get this acquisition and stuff, maybe they'll do something with COD. They'll probably just leave them alone and just keep let them keep doing their thing. Meanwhile, Microsoft has no interfere with it because like bro, like they can't. I don't know what's going on. Like
Yeah.
they
I
like
mean,
Does Microsoft have more money than Sony?
Oh yeah,
yes,
for sure.
by
Yeah.
a lot. By
That's
a
what they're scared
lot.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time,
the bag over their
they're
head.
not releasing banger after banger. Heck, they have the biggest IP that they have in their exposal, which is freaking Halo Infinite, and they messed that up somehow. They
Those who
messed that
cannot
up.
do, then teach. So what Sony's afraid of is that Microsoft is going to take their big pants, bully all these other studios, and then because if What
Just run him
competition
into the
will I
ground.
have? Exactly. What competition will I have if I stop all competition from
That's true.
functioning? Like,
They
if I
just
go
have
down, we're all going down.
that is true.
Except for Nintendo. Like I said,
Yeah,
Nintendo,
Nintendo's
they're
an island.
mind their own
They're
business. They don't care.
Switzerland. They're Switzerland over here.
Yeah.
But everybody else, it's fair game.
That's true. Like, because that's another thing to worry about. Because let's say they do buy Activision Blizzard, and then they fail on that end. Like Call of Duty becomes garbage. Then what happens?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Xbox division goes away. What happens then? It's
Then
like
Sony can only account on their exclusives to
yeah.
carry them,
Well, I
which they're
mean,
doing a pretty good job.
if Microsoft takes Call of Duty, there's a chance that they may have to sell that IP,
Yeah.
and then Sony's like, oh yeah, we'll buy it. We'll do it better than Microsoft did.
I mean, there's that.
That's more stress.
Or
That's
if
more
Sony makes their own Call of Duty, or bring
I
back
mean-
SOCOM or something.
Or Killzone. Just bring back Killzone.
Yeah, Killzone. I enjoy Killzone.
I had fun to
I mean,
Killzone.
were the sales rate for Killzone when it was released? When it was released, because I remember Killzone myself, but like I don't know. I can't remember a single person just like praising Killzone like every day. You know.
I think it was like a 7 out of 10 or something like on IGN, but like
It was something like that. But it was pre Overwatch. But it had like when you play multiplayer, you can have specific roles. So it was kind of Overwatch-ish. Yeah, the OG Overwatch, I guess.
It was fun.
Yeah, I liked it. I set up turns all over the place, killing people.
Yeah,
it was the mechanic role.
Redfall was given a 4 out of 10 on GameSpot and IGN. Like that's low.
That's bad.
So this leads Microsoft at Starfield. I almost forgot the name of it. At Starfield. Starfield has to basically come out at least an 8 out of 10 or higher, in my opinion.
Bro, oh Lord.
Because and to me, Starfield does not look that great. Like people are hyped about Starfield. To me, Starfield does not look that great.
I was trying to get hype behind that game. It literally looked like No Man's Sky, but less color saturated, and like that's it.
Yeah,
that's literally it. And I'm just like, I don't know how people are trying to get behind this game. Like I just can't.
It doesn't look that I don't know. Like I agree. It looked like No Man's Sky. I was like, okay, this is just No Man's Sky. I mean, I don't know. In my head, like I think Skyrim was great, and this is what happens with the culture today. Everybody hypes up one great thing, right? CD Projekt Red does great with Witcher 3. Oh, they're the amazing AAA studio, but that's only one game. You don't expect them to repeat that, and then of course Cyberpunk comes out, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, you're trash," and blah blah blah. It's like, no, you overhyped the studio. They did one great game. That doesn't mean they're going to continuously do great games.
And they do Red Dead Redemption too.
Yeah, I was about to say, who does Red Dead?
No, that's Rockstar.
That's Rockstar.
Oh, where's that?
Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, they all did that.
Same here. I was on the same page with you.
No, that was Rockstar. Rockstar did Red Dead and of course GTA.
Yeah.
But Rockstar has Rockstar has a
So
track
why are we
record.
getting a Red Dead 2 and we didn't get a GTA 6? Red Dead 2 looks so good.
Okay, so like I don't know, to be perfectly honest, but we all know where they're working on GTA 6 because of the leak, and I'm like, dang, that leak was probably the worst leak I've ever seen because like, wow, they got a lot of assets from that game, which is crazy, and I'm still surprised to this very day that like they haven't like did like a little teaser trailer for GTA 6 or something like put a logo or something because man, oh man, I guess like when people saw like the leak, they're like, ew. This is GTA 6 gonna look like or something like that. So I guess Rockstar's like, all right, let's just like start back over again and like go back from square one or something like that. I guess because
Well, I mean,
I'm pretty sure they're.
I don't think that's the case. I mean, that leak was clearly like an early pre-alpha build, so I doubt it's gonna look like that because games look ugly when they first come out, but as they start finalizing it, it's not gonna look like that.
Honestly, they can take as much time as they want because right now they're still making a crap ton of money off of GTA Online, and they also brought GTA 5 in 3 different generations of consoles. So I guess they're just taking most of their time with it. So
yeah, that's true.
Tinfoil hat theory, right? Yeah. Somebody was working on the graphics. They're like, "Yo, this ain't it. I'm leaking. We got to change this. The public will back me." exactly what they did. He got the
You
whole
know
studio
what?
changed around.
I
That's
get
the
behind
same thing that
theory.
happened with Sonic.
Yeah,
I get
exactly.
behind that
The
theory.
designer is
I
like, he
am
made
not
his like,
doing this.
he's like, I
Dude.
don't like this Sonic, and
Dude,
the
I can get
director's
behind
like,
that.
this is what we're doing. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna
Bet.
leak this.
All right.
Let me just upload real quick. Let me just
Hey,
upload.
world, what do
Let's
you
see what
think
they
about
think.
this?
Yeah,
Would
we're
you
gonna
spend
leak
your
this
money on
trailer. What do you
this?
think?
Would you spend your money on this? And they're like, nah.
Nah,
Well-
yeah, neither would I.
I laugh in the Chip and Dale movie how the ugly Sonic is there. Did you guys watch the Chip and Dale movie at all?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There's
haven't
a-
seen the whole thing, but I know. I know.
It's like they're
talking about.
signing autographs, and it's like all these characters that were forgotten. And then one of them is they call him literally Ugly Sonic, and he has a
Ugly
booth.
Sonic.
He's like at Comic
Now I
Con.
remember. Now I remember.
Yeah. Oh man, it's hilarious. I don't know how they got the rights to put that in the movie, but I think that's funny that they have him there. But yeah, I don't know. I think GTA 6 would be fine. But like going back to what I was saying, like a lot of people tend to just hype these publishers when they don't have a proven track record. Like an example of not hyping a publisher would be like Elden Ring and From Software. Dark Souls 1 was good. Dark Souls 2 was good. Dark Souls 3 was good. Bloodborne was good. Demon
Wait,
Souls
Dark
was
Souls
good.
2 was not. I heard that game.
Well, that's true. That is true. Dark Souls 2 was not as good. That
It
is true.
was,
It was-
okay. It's not
okay.
terrible,
Yeah.
It was okay.
but not the best one at all. So
But
I'll put it
Miyazaki had nothing to do with that too. So there's that. Because he didn't actually work on Dark Souls 2, which is funny.
which also explains a lot. too, so.
Exactly. That explains why that game was in that state. But yeah, Demon Souls was good. 3D Dot Game Heroes was amazing. It's a Zelda-like, like top-down, like Zelda-like game on the PS3 where you play as this character. You could create the character. You design him by using dots, and basically you can design it however you want. So like I remember making my guy look like oh no, they had pre-loaded skins, and one of them was Rikimaru from Tenchu. So I chose that as like my character. For those of you who don't know who Rikimaru is, he's literally Kakashi. Before Kakashi, like he literally has
White hair,
Yep, white hair.
scar
he has
over the
this,
eye.
yep, scar over the eye, everything. Mask, right? All that stuff. Type of
That's probably where they
Rikimaru.
got Kakashi from.
Oh, I'm sure that's where they got it from. He's literally Kakashi and everything. Even in he has the what's it called? In one of the Tenchu games, he has like the Heavenly Sword, which is basically Lightning Blade. Like his move, that's all it is. I'm sure that's where they got Kakashi from. But yeah, it's hyping these studios, and is what really like kills these studios. And yeah, I forgot why we were talking about that. But going back to Redfall, yeah, Microsoft needs to do something. I don't just because Skyrim was good does not mean Starfield's going to be good. So yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see. They have a lot to prove, in my opinion. They're way behind when it comes to this generation. Maybe not in sales, but in terms of like gaming, they're just like, eh. You know, you announce a game, I'm just gonna be like, meh, I don't care. Like, you know, PlayStation can announce something and I'll be excited. Nintendo announced something, I'll be excited, but Xbox, I'm just oh cool. I'll watch it later. Like I'm not gonna the showcase. Like we're gonna cover the showcase. I'm definitely gonna stream it, but it's like I if I wasn't doing this thing, YouTube and Twitch, I wouldn't be covering it. I wouldn't be streaming it. I wouldn't be even watching it. I would have like watched a recap or something like that later on.
They don't have any more hooks.
Nope.
Yep. You can't be disappointed if you expect to be disappointed.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. It's a shame. I thought Redfall looked good. I was one of the few that thought it looked pretty good. And this happened. But let's go to a game that does look good, that more than likely is really good. It's probably a 10 out of 10, and it's the opposite of Redfall. And that's Tears of the Kingdom.
I knew you were going to say that.
Tears of the Kingdom, I'm telling you. Everything that's going to be about this channel is going to be Tears of the Kingdom for like the next like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. But not really. But yeah, Tears of the Kingdom leaks are everywhere. And you know what I did?
you looked at it.
Exactly. I went searching for it. I was that guy that's like, what? You said leaks? And I started typing in looking for the leaks. And I can confirm they look amazing. I'm super excited about this game. But in the meantime, don't look for the leaks. I won't mention any of the leaks here, but Nintendo's going hardcore after the leakers. They are literally going all out in full force, trying to capture the leakers. They're going everywhere, and it looks like they're upset. And they're like, we can't do enough things to these content creators. So guess what? We're going after the tools that allow you to get these ROMs and get these keys from the Switch so you can play them on these emulators. And we're going to go after everybody's family that's part of that tool, which is crazy. Like, they're going all out. They're literally taking out, they're getting all these like Ambu ninjas out there. You know, it's like Donzo. I'm pretty sure Donzo's the head of this, and he's just going all out, and they're just going after these people's families. It's crazy. No, they're not going after families, but they're going after these leakers. And I don't know. There's a little bit of a like love-hate relationship with Nintendo, which I'm on that side. Like, there's some things Nintendo does that's kind of like, come on, man.
So
yeah.
I'm more censor on this entire situation because like I don't like what Nintendo's doing, but at the same time I can completely understand why they're doing it in the first place. So to make a long story short, they're practically the main thing they're going after is practically one of the tools for the hack Nintendo Switch called Lockpick. And if you guys don't know what Lockpick is, it's essentially a tool that lets you to pretty much dump all your keys from your Nintendo Switch in order for you to actually run the games on your Nintendo Switch as well. They're like encrypted keys in a sense. And legally, you were supposed to actually dump the keys yourself if you're willing to really reuse them onto like an emulator or something like that. But not a lot of people do that, which why people go to like different websites to actually download the set keys, which is why Nintendo has a good argument on why they want this particular tool to be taken down to begin with. Now that in of itself could be the pivotal moment for a lot of emulators because the DMC takedown was requested towards GitHub from the takedown that said tool. And if that's taken down, that pretty much gives Nintendo or any other company the green light to, hey, let's try to go after these other tools and emulators and see if we can take those down as well. Which I mean, it's not that huge of a problem because people find ways to archive all these tools and emulators and find them in other means and stuff. It's just that basically there will be a bit harder for people to actually try to preserve gaming like we do today, you know. So and the big reason they're doing this anyways is mainly because to combat leakers and piracy to begin with, which I understand. I just wish they had they have another way of doing it, you know. So that's how I feel.
Yeah, I get I get emulating games that are like PS1, PS2 era because they're like not really sold anymore. But when it comes to playing games of today, like you're emulating the Switch, that's kind of maybe messed up because you can go out and
it depends. So for example, right? I already own my own hack Switch. Let's say I wanted to like run mods or have a higher FPS on that said Switch game. Then I would hack my own Switch and dump my own title of the game and then emulate it. Now, if you have a person that was literally just pirating the game, I feel that's messed up because they didn't really bought the game. Now it's kind of a gray area if the person bought the game but downloaded the said like Switch title because that's still technically illegal, but people don't really talk about that because if you were about the game, you were about the game, right? But yeah, it's a mixture. It's like it really depends on the scenario itself. Yeah. If you're just pirating the game just to emulate it, that's wrong. If you already own the game and you're emulating it, that's perfectly fine, right? So it just depends.
Yep. And yeah, and that's the issue here, right? Like, I agree. Like that, getting rid of that tool would suck because you know it's a great way for archiving video games because there's an issue right now where physical copies, once they're out of print, they just skyrocket. Fire Emblem is a great example. I don't want to pay $300 for a Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn or a Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, but you know, instead I can just go ahead and emulate it and still play that game because Nintendo doesn't want to make an HD remake or anything like that. And that's the issue we get. You know, I've talked about this plenty of times on this channel that video game preservation sucks. Like in general, and mobile game is actually kind of worse because a lot of those games are online based, right? Once the servers go down, well, guess what? You can't play the game no more. They're gone completely. No, a good example of that was Tales of Crestoria. I actually really liked Tales of Crestoria, and then they shut that down. I was like, man, that sucks. But that things like that, like we're in this day and age where digital gaming is becoming a thing, not becoming a thing, but it's becoming more popular. And the issue you get with that is like physical copies will eventually go away. Meaning, how else are we going to play these games if we don't preserve it in some way, shape, or form? Because the minute a shop closed down, it's gone forever. If 3DS, for example, 3DS eShop is no more, there's no way to access it. You can't buy anything like that or anything like that. So it's gone. There's a lot of 3D.
The completionist house.
Yeah, exactly. You'll go to his house and get that, right? But it's like it sucks. So you can't
Spend 18 grand, man.
get rid of these tools, because we need these tools for video game preservation. And the funny thing is, this is the only industry that has that problem. Movies don't have that problem. There's people that archive them like crazy and like, call it a day. They'll re-release the movie and put it available for people to buy. But with video games, for whatever reason, it's just, I don't know. Like, here's our work of art. Play it. Okay, 10 years pass. We're no longer selling it. It's gone forever.
And here's one more thing to clarify for anybody watching it. Every single developer that's working on all these emulators do not condone piracy whatsoever. Literally, the main reason they're making these emulators just so we can preserve video games.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I dare you to go to our RC PCS3, which is the PS3 emulator, for support about how to get games from other sources. They will literally block you. They vehemently just do not like piracy whatsoever. Yeah. So just remember that, like the thing is, what they're trying to do, they're trying to help preserve games for future generations to play. That's literally what their main mission is.
Yep.
That's all there is to that's all there is to say about that.
Yeah, Citra, they stopped working on the 3DS emulator, and they only just came back recently because 3DS eShops closed down. So they're like, well, we're going to go ahead and work on this emulator even more, since now there's really no other way to get a lot of these games anymore. So yeah.
Vulkan support.
Yeah, can't wait for that. I mean, it's going to run a lot better on Steam Deck, which I'm excited for.
Oh yeah, so Citra can't run Vulkan, right?
Yeah,
as of right now, yeah. But they're working on Vulkan now, so
can't wait for that day.
Yep, it's gonna be amazing. But yeah, kind of sucks with that. I did watch some or hear some leaks, and I'm gonna mention a couple things. I don't think they're spoiler territory, but stuff that's good to know. One major thing is, if you have your Breath of the Wild save file, at least make sure it's downloaded, because some data does carry over, which is nice. So I would definitely recommend having that Breath of the Wild save data somewhere if you don't have that already. I did tell Fan already. I don't know. I don't want to say it out here because I don't want to get attacked by anybody that listens to this and says I spoiled the whole game and I ruined everything for them. But yeah, there is that. A lot more things to be excited for, like map size. I did get to see the map size of the game, and it's pretty much 3 times bigger, because the sizes of the sky and the underground are literally the size of Hyrule. So it's a huge game, and Hyrule was huge. So just imagine that, the sky being the same size and also underground being the same size. Oh shoot, I guess that's kind of a spoiler because the underground wasn't officially confirmed. Whoopsie. Well, there goes that. But what else? Yeah, and I mean, everything else that I looked about it, I was very excited to see everything there. It definitely looks like the next step for Breath of the Wild. I think they kind of did. Somebody mentioned this to me, which makes sense. They kind of did what Elden Ring did with Elden Ring is underground, and how the underground was kind of very small. Like, it was a smaller area. It wasn't like as big as like the main the main map. Well, they were like, well, yeah, we're just gonna make this the same size as the main map and call it a day. So it is kind of cool that they did that. I'm excited for it. I hope everybody here is excited for it. Sensei, are you getting it?
No.
No? You're not a Zelda guy?
No, I'm not. I didn't play Breath of the Wild, and if I go to play that, I would have to play Breath of the Wild first, and that would just be a couple years of my, life.
Couple years.
I mean, you could just Nintendo released a video that's a recap of Breath of the Wild. You can just watch that and call it a day.
It's not the same.
No,
the
it's
same.
not. It's not.
Yeah, I definitely get them from that front. As for me, I want to get the game, but it's just not right now. Mainly because I want to try to like at least finish on my backlog, which I'm hoping to get to that once I'm done with this semester of school and stuff. There's a lot of stuff I need to finish. So
I kind of wish I would have gotten all the Korok seeds.
Yeah.
is there like 900 Korok seeds?
Yep.
Yep.
900. Yep.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ!
I'm a third of the way through.
Yep.
Mm.
Koroks are back too. That's something to
Yeah,
mention.
but I kind of
And
wish
they
I
have
would have gotten all the
puzzles.
Korok seeds because I wonder if that would carry over.
Good
Probably
question.
not.
Probably,
to
yeah,
be
I don't
perfectly
think so.
honest, because there's 900 of them.
Hey
So I'm
man,
like,
I want that Korok poop.
yeah, that's the biggest lesson I've ever seen from like a.
So I was watching something. I don't remember who it was, but they said that basically Alnuma had said that the whole like concept of the Koroks is just that like the way they design the puzzles and everything, it's supposed to grab your attention to make you wonder like, I wonder what's over there. And when you go over there, you complete the puzzle, but at that position, you can see at least three other shrines in the area. So if you ever go to where there's a Korok seed or like a puzzle, if you look around you, you can see multiple shrines always around you, and they always try to put you in an area where there's something else that can catch your eye, whether it's another shrine or another Korok or something. And that was supposed to be the way to guide you to more interesting places. And I thought I was like, that's pretty smart. They basically capitalize on people's like ADD, and they're like, hey, what's that? And then make you go to that direction. And it's interesting they did that, but it looks like they did the same thing over here, and it's same thing. If you see something interesting, it's probably because there's something there, and it's encouraged you, hey, go and explore that area, see what you can find over there. It's just that it seems like it's a little bit more amplified now. But yeah, Nintendo Treehouse is also hosting an event on May 11th at 10 p.m. Eastern. I am debating on streaming that. I don't know. Oh, I'm hearing video feedback from somebody.
Not bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm debating on, I don't know, streaming that. I don't know. We'll see if Asher fan, if any of you guys want to stream it with me or not, because I will be up at midnight on Thursday, technically Friday morning, and playing it on stream because I cannot wait. And I'll be streaming it again on Friday. And then that's probably it. I won't probably stream it on Saturday.
I want fresh eyes.
Fresh eyes. You don't want to see what they got to offer? I don't know what they're going to do.
I don't want to know. I'll watch the Treehouse after. I want fresh eyes.
Well, I'm excited. Treehouse can't spoil anything. Another thing I wanted to mention is, does anybody here read Kotaku articles at all?
Nope.
No.
Okay. I stopped reading them a while back. Actually, I stopped reading them when Breath of the Wild came out because they wrote a whole article. It was basically, I forgot what it was titled, but basically the article was like Nintendo hates women, and it was all about how Zelda is not the main character of Breath of the Wild, and they wanted Zelda
said
to be
that?
the character. Yeah, it was that, and I'm like, really?
I lost all my brain cells after that. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was all about that. It was about and they all even mentioned how Mario has to save Peach all the time and stuff like that. But yeah, that was literally, and after I saw that, I was like, nope, like no more. That I don't want to read that anymore. Whoa, a while back, I don't remember when, Kotaku apparently got banned from any type of Nintendo press events. So when the Tears of the Kingdom early event for news and media outlets came out, they were banned from going over there. So I guess Kotaku got upset, and they posted an article that lists all the leaks. And literally the article is just all the leaks that they were able to find, and they go into detail about every single leak.
Wow.
And yeah, and people are upset. And that's why I titled it on here. It looks like it's a Kotaku revenge article. And all it is it's basically spoiling everything about Tears of the Kingdom. What do you guys think about that?
Bold.
Oh, about the article you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't read it, so
That in of itself is
I mean,
Bro,
Oh,
they're
I was
just
gonna be
running out of
salty.
they're running out of things to talk about Nintendo. I'm pretty sure I know that one of the editors got literally blacklisted from Nintendo mainly because apparently in one article they were telling people how to get the
Yeah,
Metroid
Metroid
Dread
Dread.
thing,
Yep.
which is like that's the prime example why Nintendo is trying to crack down on this stuff because you know places like that are just telling people where to get the game for free pretty much. Right, so like, yeah, like I'm not surprised at this point where they're trying to slander Nintendo as much as they can.
Yeah.
I wish they just lose all their credibility, but unfortunately they still do because they still pop
Yeah.
up on my Twitter feed a lot. So I'm just like, okay.
Real quick, Naruto. I made sure to take off the soundboard off the podcast. I didn't want what was happening in Sensei's stream earlier to happen over here. So I was like, yeah, definitely not during the podcast. So I don't need Mario screaming in the middle of the podcast. But yeah, I did hear about the Metroid Dread one too. And yeah, that's kind of messed up. Like you don't go and do that. Like even if you're not happy with the performance of, say the Switch, right? Which we all wish the Switch could be better. We wanted a new Switch, something more powerful, so the games could run better. I'm not gonna be, hey, go pirate this game instead. Go to this website, download the game, and play it that way. I would never do that because there's developers, especially Metroid Dread. Like we've waited for a new Metroid game for years. I am not gonna tell you to go pirate that. I'm gonna tell you to go buy the game, buy it twice, so we can get a new Metroid game because, I've been waiting for a Metroid game for some time.
There were people out there that didn't like Metroid Dread.
Well, no, they
No, there's people that did like Metroid Dread. The problem is that Metroid doesn't like get that many IPs compared to their franchise holders and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
well,
the
that's
thing,
because if you're gonna pirate it, then yeah, that's gonna affect that.
yeah, is they're going to greatly affect that and stuff. And like Kotaku's not making it any better, right? Because they're literally saying that you can run this game way better on the PC. Here's where you get the game. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
no crap, you could probably run the game better on PC, but don't tell people where to get the game.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
That's the issue with like Kotaku. But yeah, I stopped visiting them because I'm just like, ugh. We'll just leave it at that. All right, and I believe that's everything. Oh yeah, before we end it, let's go ahead and talk about our top 5 Zelda games. Sensei, have you played any Zelda games at all?
Nah, I'm sorry.
Man,
no.
bro, you gotta play a game. I would say start with Ocarina of Time. I think you would enjoy it.
No, Link to the Past.
Okay,
No,
Link to the Past.
Majora's Mask.
Well,
You
no,
see,
you.
if it's the chibi, it's not happening. So Breath of the Wild or nothing.
All right, then start with Breath of the Wild. Yeah,
Yeah, start with Breath of the Wild.
do it. You gotta do it.
At least do the first, Great Plateau. At least do that.
Yeah, at least do
Yeah,
that.
it might take me 1 or 2 business years, but I'll get there.
1 or 2 business years, man. He wants everything auto, bro. Everything auto.
I guarantee you go ahead and you start Breath of the Wild, you'll like it. I know you would.
This man will literally find a way to look for a mod to like have everything be
Is
auto
there an
for him
auto
on the game.
One button.
At this point, just watch a
farms?
video.
You could technically you could map everything to one button. I mean, I'm not sure
Yep.
how it'll work out, but you could map everything on a controller to one button. Like
He walks forward, he jumps, he attacks.
exactly,
He gathers.
that's everything in one button.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, well, good luck.
There's
All right.
a guy out there that played Breath of the Wild with his feet, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of things you can do.
The girl was playing Elden Ring with her mind.
Bro, that was the most advanced thing I ever seen in my life. I'm like, that I want to do that. That's freaking crazy.
Did you play Elden Ring?
Me, no.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, don't tell me you played Elden Ring but didn't play Breath of the Wild. Like, no. We
I
can't.
planned on it. I thought about it.
I don't know if you can play
like,
auto button with Elden Ring, to be perfectly honest with you.
Dog, I thought about it. I was like, man, that might be a 6 business year adventure. And I'm like,
6
I
minutes,
don't know.
6 minutes this year. This man.
All right, let's start with you then, fan. What is your top 5 Zelda games? Doesn't matter the order.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Well, I gotta do Link to the Past because that's what I grew up playing. Ocarina of Time. I enjoy Twilight Princess more than I like Wind Waker.
Okay.
But the remake to Wind Waker, the HD edition, is better than the original.
Okay. I agree.
So
that's 4, I believe.
And then Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
What about you, Ash?
So I know Spirit Tracks is a good number 5. Actually like Spirit Tracks a lot.
I agree with you. A lot of
And
people hate on that
then
game. I like it.
I don't know why either, but it is what it is. And then let me try to like dig through all the core memories of Zelda, because it was only very few. I do remember playing Wind Waker HD on the Wii U and stuff, which that was a lucky cop, because that's when my parents bought me the Wii U for Christmas, and like it was a pre-owned Wii U, and it happened to be the the limited edition Wind Waker
Zelda
one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, that was lucky. All right, nice. So I played that. That was fun. Third will probably have to be the original Legend of Zelda on NES. I don't know. I just like kind of I love that game. Growing up too, so it was fun. So that'll be third. All right, so the first and second will have to be Minish Cap. Definitely Minish Cap. It's one of the Actually, which one was it? Now I need to think back. It was probably Minish Cap, to be perfectly honest. Which platform was that again?
GBA.
GBA.
It was GBA. That's what I thought. It was Minish Cap. Yeah, it was Minish Cap. That was a fun game too. And
I actually never played it on the GBA. I played it on the Wii U eShop Virtual Console.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was
Played
a
on the
Wii
Virtual
shop.
Console.
Still trying to finish it. I'm still playing it on the Switch.
So Minish Cap is definitely it, and then number 1 obviously Breath of the Wild, because it's fun. So, yeah.
Man, good choices.
Yeah.
For me, Link to the Past, not in any order. Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Breath of the Wild, of course. Breath of the Wild is actually my favorite game of all time. To me, I think it is the best video game ever made, in my opinion. I mean, in my facts. I mean, sorry. And then let's see. That last one's hard, but it's probably a tie between Link's Awakening and Oracle of Ages. I kind of like Oracle of Ages a little bit more, but I don't know. Also, Wind Waker. I like Wind Waker a lot. Dang, that last one is like it's open. Like I don't know.
HD one's the best.
What, Wind Waker HD?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the update and everything. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with Wind Waker just because of Dragon Roost Silence theme. It's too good of a song to like dismiss that game. But yeah, that's gonna be my top 5. But I think Breath of the Wild is still the best game ever made, and I think Tears of the Kingdom might actually beat that. So we will wait and see on Friday when the game comes out. But that brings us to Video Game 20 Questions. Fan today is hosting, so let us know when you're ready, and we'll start.
Oh, I'm ready.
You're ready?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
right.
he's about to beat us.
Let me get my notepad out so I can keep track of all the questions.
All right, Sensei, Ash, let's do this.
All right.
Let's see. Did this game come out before the year 2000?
No.
Okay, a newer game.
All right. Did this game came out after the year 2010?
Yes.
Okay.
Even newer. Okay.
Okay. So, do you want to try to like further squeeze in the year? I guess
We can do after. When did the PS4 come out? 2013?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
We can try after 2013. Want to try doing that? 2013
sure.
or later? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did this game come out after 2013?
Yes.
So PS4, PS5.
Now we need to like narrow it down to see like
Is
what
it an
consoles?
RPG?
Did you ask if it was an RPG?
Yeah, is it an RPG?
He's just trying to get straight to the point. I love it.
No.
Cool.
Okay, no RPGs. Gotcha.
Okay.
So no rocket propelled grenades.
Do you want to try to like narrow it down like the consoles and stuff? I guess.
Well, is it a console exclusive?
Yes.
Okay, and then now we need to figure out which console.
Yeah.
So
probably Nintendo, because I feel like when usually it's either Nintendo or PlayStation, because Xbox doesn't have games. Let's see. Want to ask if it's Nintendo?
Is that the question?
No, I was seeing what you guys want to
okay.
ask that.
I'm down with
my-
that question.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Yeah, it's either or, so we can like try to guess which one.
All right,
And the thing is, I wouldn't completely rule out Xbox.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that could be our mistake, if anything. So,
All
all
right.
right.
It's not an RPG, so I don't think it would be Nintendo.
Well, I mean, they have platformers, right? Like Mario.
Platformers, racing.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Is this a Nintendo exclusive? There's Bayonetta.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, there we go. Now we know it's on Nintendo.
So it could be
okay.
3DS or Switch.
3DS, Switch, Wii U as well.
Oh yeah, or Wii U.
Gross.
Does NPSensei like this? No, I'm just kidding.
Bruh. But the better question is, would NPSensei play this game?
Yeah.
Okay, but jokes aside, let's see.
How about this?
Since it requires more than one button, probably no.
It does require more than one button. Now we know it might not be a side scroller.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Side scrollers, you might be able to get back. Actually, I do have a good question.
Just shoot us.
Has NPSensei played this franchise?
Well, that's a tricky question. Exactly. That's a tricky one, yeah, because we don't know.
I'm not gonna know what games he's played, so.
All right, it's a free question then. Because he mentioned he didn't play Zelda, right?
Nope.
So now we know it's not Zelda because he would have said no. You see?
Fair. We can rule out Zelda, I guess.
Now we can rule out Zelda because he would have said.
Was that the actual question? Or?
Huh? Yeah, it was, but you said that.
Well, I mean, I said I don't know what he's actually played or hadn't played.
Oh well, no. The question was, has he?
I've only played mainstream,
Hmm.
except for Zelda.
All right, so maybe it's a Mario game.
Like, so you want me to answer that question?
I mean, you already did technically.
I mean, I didn't say yes or no. I just said
All you say he doesn't know.
That's true. Well, then don't answer that then.
Okay.
It's probably Mario. I'm trying to think what else, or Pokemon, I guess. Well, no, you said not an RPG, so it can't be Pokemon.
But let's narrow down the genre first, if
Okay.
anything.
All
I would say let's start with
Some odd
platformers.
reason I feel like it's going to be Smash Bros. But yeah, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure he's not gonna make it that easy. Honestly, so
if it's so easy that we don't guess it, then who's at fault?
Yeah, remember that one time that it was Tails of Arise?
Yeah,
I would have known that. Like, what the heck?
We got all the way to like question 19 before we figured that one out.
All right.
How about this? No, if it's a Nintendo exclusive,
Do you want to try to see if it was a platformer or something like that?
Yeah, let's try platformer.
All right, is this game a platformer?
No.
Okay, roll that. So that rolls out Mario.
No, I mean it could be Smash.
Is this game a fighter?
No.
Okay. So it's not Smash.
All right. I'm gonna shoot him with this one.
Is this game part of the Mario series of games?
No.
You understand what I get by saying that, right?
Like, is it in the Mario universe? Like,
yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So, like for example, like Wario or even Yoshi or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Okay. So
yeah.
No. So it's nothing.
So I understood the question.
Okay. Just making sure.
Do we want to ask if it's at least a puzzle game, if anything? Because there's a lot of puzzle games in Nintendo stuff. So.
Well, actually, we didn't ask if it's a first-party game because that could also rule it out too. Because we just said it was a Nintendo exclusive.
You're right about that. You want to start with the first-party stuff then?
Yeah, let's ask that.
All right. Is this game a first-party game?
Like basically developed by a first party studio.
Then no.
Huh.
But it could be published by a first party studio.
Yeah. Or be published by Nintendo, yeah. So like for example, Bayonetta
Yeah,
would be Platinum Games, but Nintendo publishes it.
exactly.
Is this this character? No, I think that's stupid.
Let's see. Do you want to try to like narrow down the console first, if anything, or we can try to say if this game has been like re-released multiple times within that
Did we
like
ask this
time
is
frame?
Did we ask this is a series?
No, we didn't ask that.
Mm.
We
How many
can
questions? How many
ask.
questions we have?
You guys are at 10 questions.
Okay, so we got 9 more questions and a guess. I'm just trying to think like, would asking if it's part of a series, will that help us if it's a yes or no? So I'm trying to think of games that are not part of a series.
Yeah, there's a good amount of series. I would say like since like we know like it's already on Nintendo, we still don't know if it's like on a handheld or a console or home console and stuff, you know?
Okay.
So you want to go with that or?
I was gonna ask, can we play it on the Switch?
Yeah, go ahead and ask the Switch. Yeah, because that
Can we
will
play it on the Switch?
Yes.
Okay, it's on the Switch.
What's on the Switch?
Do you remember when the Switch came out, James? I'm thinking 2017 or 2016. It's one of those years.
2017. Yeah.
2017. Okay.
So it's not a Mario game.
Yeah, it's not a platformer, so
not platformer. So there's Kirby.
It's not Splatoon.
Is it not Splatoon? What
did we ask what shooter or?
Oh, I thought Splatoon was a platformer.
No, it's a shooter. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a shooter. Yeah.
Is this character in or is this
game's main character or 18 characters in this game a part of Super Smash Bros?
There we go. Yeah.
Say yes, please.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, cool.
Thank God. All right, so there's 80 characters in the roster.
So it could be Splatoon.
You guys got you're on 12 questions, so you've got 7 more to guess.
So we have to think Switch exclusive. Bayonetta, Splatoon.
Or I'm thinking, there's Wario because Wario's game is on there.
But that's part of Mario's universe, though.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so yeah,
so
ignore that.
Donkey Kong, Mario, all that's part of the same universe.
What about Pikmin?
No, Pikmin is separate. Yeah. So there could be Pikmin 3.
we can put that in there. Put that in the pot.
Hey, what's up, Silos? Thank you for coming to the podcast.
Yeah, what's up? We can also count like any anything Zelda related too. Technically.
Say it again.
We can we count anything Zelda related?
Yeah, we could count Zelda.
So.
Do you think it might be Zelda? I feel like it wouldn't. But.
Well, I said, is it an RPG? So he said no.
Yeah, but Zelda would be more of an action adventure.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like anything I think RPG related is more like is going to be coming down to like your character will be more powerful based off the stats you have, like attack, defense, speed. That's what I think when it comes to RPG. So, but
or random encounters.
Yeah,
or random encounters. Yeah, like we're an RPG. We are.
An entire life as an RPG. Wonderful. Yep. Anyway,
we got stats. We got stats. I don't know. I feel like it's Bayonetta.
We still don't know the genre yet.
I know.
So like, I think if you narrow down the genre, it will narrow down like the games that we can like look at. So like,
is this game a shooter?
No.
Okay, so it's not Splatoon. So it's got to be either Zelda or Bayonetta. That's all there is.
No, let's think further. Hold a second.
Well, there's Pikmin. Pikmin's more like a strategy game.
Does this
I wouldn't call that a strategy. It's more like a
considerably hot chicks. Art
Oh,
chick.
wait a minute. You know what I wasn't thinking about? I wasn't
Like
thinking about Animal
waifus?
Crossing.
In a way, Zelda could be a waifu, and so could be a Bayonetta.
Wait, but here's the thing. I forgot about Animal Crossing.
But that's why I asked. That way we can knock out 2 major games right now in our heads.
Mm,
Go ahead. We have no other
Fan,
questions.
I know
mean-
you're I know you're a father, but you gotta think like NPSensei. Are there waifus in the game?
Sure, yeah.
Wait, I don't like
So
that
there's
answer.
definitely girls in the game,
I don't.
so it's not Pikmin.
Wait, what was your question, MP?
I pick
Is there any
any
hot
waifus in
girls,
this game. Oh yeah.
waifus,
Yeah.
whatever? Because people fan over Zelda and people fan over Bayonetta.
Yeah, of course. But the way fan answer that question, you have to think about it a little bit. Like,
I can't think about unless you're going over Kirby or something. Like I don't.
That's and then I thought
Kirby's
about Animal Crossing.
non-binary, so
No, like then I thought about Animal Crossing. Then I also thought about Star Fox because people like
hey man, don't yuck on someone's yum.
See, that's what I'm talking about. He's like
Oh my
yeah.
Ash, I think you're getting too deep into this, man.
Bro, listen,
Yeah.
the internet's crazy out there, bro. Come on.
So it's probably Bayonetta or Zelda then, because there's no other exclusive.
with girls.
Well, he said it wasn't a first party, or did you say it was a first party studio?
I said it wasn't a first party studio.
So Platinum Games, it has to be Bayonetta. So it could be Bayonetta 1, 2, or 3.
Before we like jump onto that, is there like any like non-first party that's also in the Smash Bros. Universe, and it's also exclusive to Nintendo?
Well, I mean, technically Xenoblade, because they're not a first party studio neither.
Yeah, and the
But
also
well, no,
has
but he
a
said
good
not-
amount of
he said
waifus
it-
too.
Yeah, and he said it's not an RPG though.
Okay,
So,
true. Okay, that
Is
Alright,
there
so-
multiple
alright.
games in this franchise? Or yeah,
I think we asked that, didn't we?
no, I don't
No?
think we did.
I don't think we did either.
No. I
You
would.
guys did not ask that.
No, I wouldn't ask that though, because I feel like if
Oh.
it's either that or Zelda, they both have multiple games. Because like every other game that's in Smash, I feel like they have multiple games.
Well,
I
I was
feel
gonna
like-
more considerably ask, like, you know how Breath of the Wild's getting Tears of the Kingdom, like that's like a direct sequel,
Yeah.
and then Bayonetta 1, 2, and 3 are like direct sequels. So is there a direct sequel to this game?
Like already available, maybe.
No. Yeah.
Oh,
Already available.
I know,
That's
I
probably
know,
better.
I
'cause-
know how to like further
I mean, I
narrow
wouldn't
it
count a game that
down.
wouldn't come out yet.
You
but-
guys want to help?
Yeah.
You guys want me to hear me out real quick?
Yeah.
Does this particular game have controversy around it? Because technically, Bayonetta 3 did.
Well, it was Zelda. I just told you, Zelda controversy.
Oh,
There
Genshin.
was where?
The
Genshin
Kotaku
thing.
thing.
No, I wouldn't count.
Well, there's the
that as a
Genshin thing
controversy.
too. Yeah. The Genshin
I wouldn't count
thing
that as a
too.
controversy. That's the thing. I'm talking about like
Genshin
revolving
part.
around the game, like with the voice actors and
Does
stuff.
the main character in this game get on their hands and shoot things out of their feet? Like, no, wait, no, don't answer that question.
Like,
Uh,
yeah, like
You know what
I
I'm talking
mean,
about? Because
Yeah,
her
yeah.
gun's on her
Yeah, I know.
her feet.
Yeah, we
That's-
all
that-
know. It's just
that
wait,
should
how
be
many
a good
questions do we have
question.
left to begin with?
Yeah.
You guys done 14 questions.
So we got
Okay, so
five.
we're still good. In my
I think
opinion.
let's go with Sensei's question. The is there what was it? Is there a sequel already
Yeah, is there a direct sequel to this game?
already available?
That's out. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Mm.
It could be Bayonetta 3 itself. 'Cause technically, there's no sequel for that.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah,
Dang,
you're right.
I didn't
yeah.
think about that. That just put us in a corner.
Okay.
Is the main character a female? Main playable character a female?
Wait, we have to think.
Wait, why is he looking this up?
I don't know. I
That's
don't
the
know.
thing. His short pauses, like his long
No.
pauses.
No.
What?
So it has to
Okay,
be
so-
Zelda.
Zelda.
Yeah, because the main character's Link, right?
Well, main playable character is Link. Yeah.
Mm.
Can you Should I ask, can you glide in this game?
It's all you, bro. I'm all tapped out, to be honest.
Mhm.
No.
It's the
No, you
Nintendo.
can't glide
can't.
in this game?
So it's neither of those games,
Oh, man.
bro. I swear to God, if it's one of the games like, wait, how many questions we got left?
You're on this. You have 17. You've asked 17 questions, so 2 more to
Yeah.
guess.
Oh,
Can,
man.
can we ask if we mentioned this game already?
No, because it can't be Xenoblade. It's an RPG.
No,
So-
like if we mentioned this game already, like either like in the podcast or in the like this something like
Just in like today's podcast, like just in passing.
Mhm.
Is that what you mean?
No.
Or
Yeah.
like during
No.
this questioning.
during I'll probably say during this questioning mainly because I did
I-
mention
During the game.
another.
I wouldn't
During
ask
the
that
20
because
question games.
Let me see. I mean, I guess no, because you said it's not a fighting game, right?
Yeah, you said
Yeah.
it's not.
Okay, so it can't be Smash.
Nor
So
is it a
yeah,
shooter.
let's narrow down the genres.
on, I'm
Fam,
just
would you
thinking-
mind going over like the genres that we ask?
Well, no,
Uh,
it's by characters in Smash, right? So we already eliminated Zelda and Bayonetta. We eliminated all the Mario characters. We Fire Emblem, technically intelligent system. Well, it's an RPG, so it can't be Fire Emblem.
Yeah, but which Fire Emblem game? That's the real question because they technically have four different Fire Emblem characters from different games and stuff.
Hmm.
So we have to narrow that down.
No, but it's an RPG, so it's definitely not those.
Yeah, and the other thing too is like the only other okay no, Pikmin's first party, so that can't count.
Yeah,
Never
Pikmin's
mind.
definitely is first party. That's what I'm trying to think. Like, what's another second or third party game from Nintendo? And I can't think of any. Chat, if you're out there, help us out. Help us out. We could use your help. Let's see.
Would you say Donkey Kong's part of the Mario universe,
It is,
James?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
technically is.
Well, yeah, because Donkey Kong and Mario, they played against each other, or not played against each
Yeah.
other, but you know,
Donkey Kong through the barrels, you know.
yeah,
like-
Mario.
I know. It's just the fact that it's like literally all the Donkey Kong games were developed by Rare and stuff. So
Well,
That's what I
not
consider
all of
that.
them. Only the Donkey Kong Country games were. Let me see.
I'm tapped out.
Yeah, it can't be Banjo Kazooie because that's not Nintendo. So who else? Try to think of DLC characters. It can't be Tekken because that's not exclusive.
My Nintendo knowledge is not vast.
Little Mac can't be Punch Out. There is no Switch Punch Out game.
yeah.
There's no Star Fox Switch game. I mean, unless he's counting Kirby characters. Because Kirby's HAL Laboratories, and I think HAL is technically not first party.
I
Yeah,
did.
yeah, but
mention
yeah,
Kirby.
yeah, you're right. I mean,
What were you saying,
yeah.
Sensei?
So I did mention Kirby earlier.
Yeah. So it could be Kirby. It could be Pikmin. I mean, it could be mentioning.
Does Pikmin have hot chicks in it?
No, no.
Let's see. What else? Can't be no Castlevania. There is no Switch exclusive Castlevania games. Can't be. I think what else is the roster? Can't be. Can't be Street Fighter. Well, you said it's not a fighting game, so it's definitely not Street Fighter. Yeah, I'm at a loss. It's really Kirby. Because Kirby's not part of the Mario universe.
And we already said that the main character's not female either, so
There's no Sonic exclusive game, so it can't be Sonic. Can't be Metal Gear Solid.
Wait a minute. Actually, no, that's not possible.
There's no Kid Icarus game, so it can't be Kid Icarus.
Can't be Pokemon.
Was there any
Yeah, it can't be Pokemon.
Was there any Castlevania games on the Switch? If you guys recall.
No exclusives, because remember it's Switch exclusive.
Okay.
Well, no, it came out on the Switch. He said, shoot. So the only thing I can think of is Kirby, Pikmin.
How many questions do we have left?
You've got 2 questions and a guess.
Really, Kirby and Pikmin. That's all I can think of. Oh. Metroid Dread was technically not made. It's even though it's first party, it was made by a different studio.
But the main protagonist is the same as Aaron. She's female.
Oh yeah, shoot.
Yeah.
Oh. Why?
Yeah, he definitely showed. Watch the game. This is something that we all know. We just forgot again. You know.
I think who else is in.
Well, I'm gonna kill it. Is the main character iconic?
Yes.
What the heck?
I mean, Kirby's technically iconic.
But like, it'll get Pikmin out of there because that's trash.
But then that would make, I don't know. I would think that NPSensei's question would have qualified for Kirby.
I'm
the
down
problem. The problem is which Kirby game on the Switch. That's the problem. Because there's like a good amount of them. Or not a good amount, but like a good few of them. So we have
Are there even female characters in Kirby? I don't think so.
No, I don't recall.
I've never played a Kirby game.
Wait, did the fan say yeah to having female characters in the game?
Well, Sensei's, if there's
waifus.
Yeah,
they're hot chicks
in the game.
And you say yeah,
So not only are there hot chicks,
hot characters,
but
yeah.
not only are there hot characters, but the main character is iconic. So what person can you think of that comes to mind that has hot chicks in their setting?
Definitely not Kirby. We can knock that out of the way, to be honest.
Well, I said the main character is primarily a female. He said no, right?
So it has to be a dude.
Dude has hot characters in the game, mainly female. So like,
and somebody you should know because he's iconic.
That would have Zelda. Like that's all I can think of.
It'd be funny if it was Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, really funny.
I can't be because that was first party. You did say no, right, to first party, right?
Yeah, I said no to first party.
Okay, yeah.
Or Fire Emblem. What's Fire Emblem? Is that first party too?
Well, it's RPG. No, that's
it's RPG.
It's technically like second party.
I thought it was like a tactical something. Okay.
It is, but that's still an RPG. It's a tactical RPG.
So technically, that rules out all action RPGs, which would rule out Zelda.
Well, Zelda's more of an action and adventure because there's really no like stat boosting elements or anything like that in it. Trying to think. It can't be Star Fox. You said the game came out on Switch, right? Or
yeah, so the game came out on Switch.
I mean, Kirby's the only thing. You want to ask if there's a pink puffball as your main character? Like,
what about Xenoblade? Not Xenoblade, but what's it called? Dragon Quest.
That's RPG.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's RPG, and it also came out on multiple
platforms.
Yeah. There's no Final Fantasy. Trying to think what else.
And the character's iconic. What the heck? How are not like getting this?
It's got to be Kirby. Kirby's iconic. All right. Can you? Is the main character of this game basically? Was he the last person standing in the? What was the mode called? The World of Light or whatever.
Word of Light, yeah.
Yeah, the World of Light. Was he the last character standing in the World of Light?
Which is the Smash Brothers Ultimate Story mode. If you want to recall it back.
Yeah.
Colors weave into a spiral.
No.
Oh man, how many more questions we have left?
That's it.
That's it. You guys got to guess.
Gotta guess. So it's not Kirby. It can't be Zelda because that is first party.
Let me think real hard on this. Like, what character are we missing?
I mean,
there's got to be a timer on this.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, we've been on this for 30 minutes. Bayonetta.
Okay. Bayonetta's female.
Yeah, consider female.
Like, think of any male iconic character on that list. Who was iconic? Like, if you were to show like a casual person who this person is, they're able to guess it right off the bat. That's what
my wife is saying. Arms.
No, no.
Well, that's a fighting game too.
Yeah, but yeah.
So it'll be the shoot. I'm trying to run down like the roster of Smash because you said the characters in Smash.
Oh wait.
Did you say the character?
No.
What was the question? Was the character in Smash or is it part of a franchise in Smash?
The question was, is the main character in Super Smash? And I said, yeah.
It's not gonna be like Simus or anything like that, right?
Like what?
Whatever. The orange, redhead, red helmet with the rocket, Simus, whatever.
Samus, yeah, that was Metroid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we asked that. It's not that.
Yeah, and plus Samus Aran's female too, so that's automatically rules her out, unfortunately. I first thought of Lucas or Ness, but the thing is, those are main characters from RBG, so those rule them out. So let me see. I'm trying to narrow it down further. And what other main characters? Pretty sure Star Fox was made by Nintendo themselves. So
Platinum made Star Fox Zero, but
Star Fox Zero came out on the Wii U, didn't it?
Yeah, as I was saying, it's not on the Switch. There's no Star Fox game on the Switch.
Yeah.
And then they didn't put Sora in Smash, did they?
They did. But he's not in. There's no Switch exclusive.
Yeah, no Switch exclusive.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts game. Final Fantasy, no. What else? It's not Fire Emblem, not Pyramithra. There's no Switch exclusive King of Fighters. We already said it's not a fighting game, so that rolls out Tekken as well. It's not
Banjo Kazooie.
Yeah, it's not Banjo Kazooie. It's not Bayonetta. It's not Fire Emblem. Can't be Kid Icarus. There is no Switch game. I mean, it's got to be Breath of the Wild.
All right, fine. Let's go with that.
I mean, unless you want to guess Pikmin.
No, there's no hot characters in Pikmin. So,
all right, is the game Breath of the Wild?
No.
Dang it! What is the game?
What's the game?
Cadence of Hyrule.
Never heard of that day in my life.
Oh,
who was the main character for Cadence of Hyrule?
Link.
Of course.
Yeah. Link is the main character of Hyrule. It's
of course. Yeah. I shouldn't have asked that question.
Dynasty Warriors game.
No, it's a rhythm game.
It's a rhythm
Yeah.
game.
It's a rhythm game. Wow.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
That's why when you asked if they were hot girls, I was like, it's like pixel like style, but technically, you know, the character that they're based on.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I knew we should have narrowed down the genre. Man, holy crap.
I've talked to you about this game before.
Yeah, and I played it the other day too.
If we would have asked if it was a rhythm game, we would have got that immediately.
Yeah, you would have gotten that right away.
Yeah, like dang.
Dang it.
Are rhythm games?
I don't know. It's a good question.
It's actually a like rhythm game. So.
Yeah, it is, and it's fun too. I played a little bit of it because you literally have to move by the rhythm. Literally, it's like Hi-Fi Rush, but everything's bit. So.
Oh man, we lost. So, all right,
victory.
That's my first loss as the team of guessers. Oh, I'm so sad. I can't believe I didn't think about that. But yeah,
Phaneckswhy keep up the streak.
Yep. I guess to choose next time. Alrighty, everyone. We appreciate everybody who showed up for the podcast. Thank you so much. Don't forget, like and subscribe on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube already, then definitely head over there and subscribe to us. Also follow us on Twitch, and we do have the podcast available on Spotify as well, so you can listen to it, while you're driving to work or whatever the case might be. So check us out on Spotify as well. All those links are in the descriptions below. Sensei, where can I catch you at?
Twitch.tv/NPSensei or NPSensei at all other platforms.
Ben, where can I catch you at?
You can catch me on Twitch and YouTube and Twitter at Phaneckswhy.
What about you, Ash?
They can actually catch me at Astrostrom on YouTube. I might be uploading a video about the whole thing with Nintendo taking down the whole lockpick thing and stuff. I might talk about that because I do have really mixed feelings about that. Even, despite the fact people hate the idea of this happening, I can understand why they're doing it to begin with. So I might make a video about that.
I agree. Awesome. And we will be back this Friday with a group stream of Tears of the Kingdom. So definitely stay tuned. We'll be streaming it for sure, so you can check us out there. And thanks for watching, guys. My name is James from the Random Encounter, and we will see you guys next time. Oh, and a little bit of wisdom I wanted to share before we end the podcast. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
God dang it.